The Industry and Small Business Development Departments are today officially launching this 500 million rand Spaza Shop Support Fund in Soweto. Now, this initiative is a joint effort by the National Empowerment Fund as well as the Small Enterprise Development Finance Agency, and it is targeted at South African-owned Spaza shops to help them compete with larger retailers and to ensure compliance with food safety standards. This fund also offers training programs, including business skills and digital literacy. Ntokozo Khumalo is attending the launch and joins us now. Ntokozo, there are big expectations out of this plan. Just share a little bit more around government's vision with this fund.
Good morning, Iman. Well, I am in Meadowlands, which is about a 10-minute drive from where the ministers will then unveil that fund at the Soweto shopping centre. I'm here at the Asante store. The owner says it's not a Spaza shop, but it's a growing retail store. And as you see inside me, it is quite a sizable store here, and it's been quite busy this morning with people coming in to get their daily needs, groceries such as bread and so on. This particular store, a self-funded one, about close to R1 million put into just the construction of the store and stocking it up. And I am here with the owner, thank you so much for talking to us, Nkgopotse. Now, as I just said, you've put in close to R1 million into getting this store off the ground, self-funded. You also have your own system here, a point of sale system that you developed. Some of the support that government is looking to give entrepreneurs such as yourself with this fund. Are you optimistic about the fund? I understand you will be heading out there a little bit later on this morning.
Hi, Ntokozo. Thanks for having me on your channel. We are optimistic about the funding that the government has allocated for the Spaza industry, correct? But we also have fears and we have reservations, Our industry and our sector has been neglected for the longest time. And we are at the bottom end of the food chain because we are deemed to be consumers and we are operating in an informal market. So what we want to do and what we have been doing as Asante Store and as a business, as a collective and as a team is that we want to provide solutions for other traders. Hence, we developed our own software, which is a cloud-based system and we believe is one of the best in the market right now. It helps people with proper management of their stores, of their inventory, of their cash flow. Because we've seen people not being able to manage their cash and day-to-day projections, and they collapse after a certain period of time. So if the government is going to give us a certain allocation of funds, let's say perhaps 60,000 per store, what use is giving me 60,000 if I don't have the capacity to channel it in the right products, in the right inventory, and to also be able to manage it accordingly and get my books in order? So we have tried to intervene in that space. And on our part, we hope to hear the ministers present something that can also assist us, because up to this far, like you said, we spent close to R1 million from our own pockets, right? We've been fundraising from family and friends the entire time. We are indebted to those people just to build this solution because we realize we've been neglected for the longest time. And now people have noticed that it's a very lucrative, the GDP, right? It contributes a lot. The township economy, we've got the highest consumer rate in the township, and people are coming in just to milk the township. We see the many malls that are being constructed in the townships. We see now there's more than 5 malls in a small radius, right? And nobody's giving back to the community. So we want the government to scale us up. We want them to upskill us as the traders on the ground. We want to be able to feed our families and we want to be able to grow our businesses and expand, and also to be able to see the next generation benefit from these businesses that have been neglected for the longest time.
Well, we are going to catch up a little bit later on this morning at the events and hear some of the questions that you'll put, and we'll hear a little bit more about your business and some of the challenges that you may face as you continue to scale. But of course, there, Iman, one of the business owners here in Soweto, part of that strategic vision, of course, by both the DTIC and Small Business business development is to ensure that it really bolsters the broader supply chain. That means that business owners such as Ntokozo being able to then have purchase agreements with local manufacturers, with black industrialists that should be in townships like this. So really penetrating the entire value chain and supporting businesses such as this who have moved up the value chain within the informal sector, as you said, having their own system that they've developed that can then support other Spaza shops and smaller businesses to be able to just keep track of their business growth and operations so that they are able to grow their businesses to the next level, to be able to contribute to then growth in township and rural economies. In the next 2 hours or so, the two ministers will then be at the Soweto shopping center, and we will, of course, hear Ntokozo and other business owners that will be listening in on the unveiling and pushing back somewhat, Iman, on the solutions that government is putting down on the table and perhaps how those funds should be channeled to ensure that in a few years' time we're not asking where the funds went to, Iman.